Alpha Rogers anchoring. In the headlines this afternoon, Liberia 2024 Investment Conference opens with local and foreign investors pledging commitment to invest in the country.
I assure all of you.
President Joseph Boakai vows to protect and create friendly investment climate under his administration.
I assure all of you that every cent you undertake to invest in Liberia will be fully protected.
Executive Mansion dismisses reports that President Joseph Boakai has withdrawn the appointment of Councillor Jonathan Masakwe as Executive Director of the Office of War and Economic Crimes Court. Away from home, officers of the Nigerian Army have arrested at least 40 people in the north of the country for waving Russia's national flag during protests against the high cost of living. Details of these captivating developments, plus more, including Newsline Sports, the news in French, all coming up right after the news bulletin read for us by Grace Moliezi.
President Joseph Boakai has vowed to ensure investment confidence between government and development partners. President Boakai pledged his government's commitment to ensuring that investments are more secured, stable, and profitable. The Liberian leader also promised to lead by example with no tolerance for theft of public properties.
My government has chosen to lead by example, and in line with the dictates of the life we have lived for ourselves, with no tolerance for theft and graft of public property, we have waged a war on these vices.
He said his government is ready to build a vibrant nation that everyone can be proud of. President Boakai made the pledge Tuesday when he addressed the Liberia 2024 Investment Conference taking place in Congo Town. The executive mansion has dismissed reports that President Joseph Boakai has withdrawn the appointment of Councillor Jonathan Masakwe as the executive director of the Office of the War and Economic Crimes Court. An executive mansion release disclosed Councillor Masakwe is currently on a mission abroad in the interest of the office and is expected to make full report to the president upon his return. The release is meanwhile cautioning the public to only rely on official sources of information from government on official matters. The Minister of State for Presidential Affairs, Sylvester Grisby, has assured government's preparedness to remove obstacles in doing business in Liberia. Minister Grisby pledged government's commitment to enforcing policies that will promote good business practices. He told a group of investors at the ongoing Liberia 2024 Investment Conference, President Boakai is committed to lead a transparent and accountable government. Minister Grisby said the government has begun holding people accountable for their stewardships over the years to discourage what he calls business as usual in the governance system of the country. He named roads, health, education, tourism, sanitation as some key priorities of government. At the same time, the chairman of the National Investment Commission, Jeff Blibo, says over 100 companies have expressed interest to invest in the Liberian economy. Mr. Blibo said the NIC has been engaging with companies over the past 3 months for possible investments in the country. He assured the government's commitment to creating conducive investment environment that fosters sustainable economic growth through productive livelihood support to all Liberians. Speaking Tuesday at the Liberia 2024 Investment Conference in Congo Town, Mr. Blibo pledged NIC's commitment to attracting more productive investment opportunities for potential investors. The NIC boss also assured transparency and accountability in awarding investments in agriculture, tourism, infrastructure, energy, and mining. First Lady Katumu Bwakai has assured citizens of Lily Town in Konowala District, Bone County, of the completion of a clinic project in the area. Madam Bwakai said the clinic, when completed, will boost healthcare delivery in the town. Speaking recently on her visit to the area, Madam Bwakai attributed the delay in the construction to a motor accident involving the contractor of the project. Our correspondent said when completed, the clinic will reduce the overwhelming situation faced by three health facilities in the area, catering to the more than 60,000 inhabitants of the town. Meanwhile, citizens of Lily Town and immediate environs have commended the Liberian First Lady for the initiative. The chief executive officer of Nova Africa Venture, David Anderson, is craving for a robust approach towards driving a sustainable economic growth and development in Liberia. Mr. Anderson said it is crucial to collaborate strategic visions in exploring vast opportunities across various sectors, including agriculture, infrastructures, mining, tourism, and technology, amongst others. He described the various sectors as a cornerstone of the country's economic future towards immense potential for growth, job creation, and prosperity.
Let us approach this conference with an open mind and a spirit of collaboration. Let us seize the opportunity presented to us and work together to build a prosperous and sustainable future for Liberia.
Mr. Anderson wants an effective collaboration between government and private enterprises for the creation of a conducive business environment. The head of the Nova Africa Venture was speaking Tuesday at the opening of the 2024 Liberia Investment Conference at the Ministerial Complex in Congo Town. Assistant Internal Affairs Minister for Urban Affairs Mark Jabate has donated 6 and 15 grass cutters to the Tototal County Corporation in Bon County. Our correspondent quotes Minister Jabate as saying the gesture is in support to sanitation in line with the arrest agenda of government. Minister Jabate also provided 15 scholarships to 12 graders in the area for academic 2024 to 2025. Meanwhile, Totota's City Mayor Dennis Banks lauded Minister Jabate for the gesture. An ailing 18-year-old man in Vonjama Lofa County, Zuba Jala, is appealing to government, humanitarians, and well-meaning individuals to assist him seek advanced treatment. The 18-year-old man told our correspondent through his older brother, Siafa Jala, he has been suffering from lymphoma or swollen throat for almost 10 years. Siafa Jala said doctors at the Telewoyan Hospital in Vonjama have advised that they transfer the man to the JFK Hospital in Monrovia for further examination. According to the brother of the ailing man, they need over 2,000 US dollars but lack the funds to do so. He wants them contacted through ELBC Lofa County correspondent Tokba Tanu. Unknown persons have carried out mob action against a man believed to be a notorious criminal in the Church Street community, Buchanan, Grand Bassa County, according to our correspondent Darius Cooper and his colleague, unidentified as Vane, were accused of attempting to steal from a resident in the community. Suspect Cooper was caught and severely beaten but was later rescued by some of his friends. In another development, the city mayor of Buchanan, Grand Bassa County, George Gabwe, has warned residents in the city against building makeshift structures along the main streets of Buchanan. Mayor Gabwe has threatened to demolish any makeshift marketers are building along the street in the county. And the executive director of the National Youth Movement for Transparent Elections, NAMOT, Eddie Jawolo, wants President Joseph Boakai be impartial to the Liberian people in the delivery of his promises made. Mr. Jawolo said while there are some gains made, President Boakai needs to speak about challenges being encountered in his leadership. He disclosed that one of the ways President Boakai can accomplish some of his promises made during his campaigns and from his inaugural speech is to appoint sincere public officials in government.
You have to be fair to Liberian people when there are challenges, so there are challenges. That's the same the former presidents do. Defend everything and people fooling in today is different thing. Be real and make sure that you get people around you who are sincere, who want to make you to succeed. The secret fencing in the country is so hard that people want to say that you're number one, you're the best. It was not possible in 100 days with all the budget for the government to achieve 75%.
Mr. Jaolo has also urged the Liberian leader to read the president's meter released by NAMOT, which focuses on how well he is implementing his many promises made. He said the report points out which of the promises he has completed, ongoing, and has now started to remind him on the way forward in Liberia's democratic system.
Grace Poliezi and the news bulletin. She comes back a little later. That's when you listen to the international news. This is Newsline on State Radio. One of the big stories we're following this afternoon, President Joseph Boakai vows to protect and create friendly investment climate under his administration. The Liberia 2024 Investment Conference has opened in Monrovia, with several investors attending the program. The conference, organized by government and partners, is intended to attract foreign direct investments to strengthen the economy and create job opportunities in the country. President Joseph Boakai delivered the keynote address at the opening of the conference, taking place at the Ellen Johnson Sirleaf Ministerial Complex in Congo Town.
The country's investment-friendly laws allow investors to repatriate their income without